exactly what you want to see. Let's run this puppy in. Score a touchdown and tie this game. Life, run for your life, touchdown on one play. Worked on this in practice. Touchdown. It's up to Kelvin Benjamin. This is all you, buddy. Kelvin Benjamin for a touchdown. Oh, he toasted his man. Holmes toasted his man. Spin move. Oh! Oh! What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel here, and welcome officially to the start of our next Legend series. Now, everybody knows that on this channel, I am the Legend guy. I do Legends rosters, I do historic stuff, because I like nostalgia, and I like going back to when I was a kid. And doing that stuff. That's why I did so many of those flashback retro rebuilds on Madden 21. But now, with the drop of NBA 2K22 late last week, it is time to do another version of the Legends Fantasy Draft series. We've done one in Madden. We've done one with the Bears. We've done one with the Bills. And we are awaiting the scouting update still. As far as recording this video, it's still not out yet, so awaiting that to start the third installment of that series. That's going to be coming out whenever the scouting update drops. In MLB The Show, did one with the Angels in MLB 20, only went a year. MLB The Show 21, currently doing one with the Yankees. So I'm just a Legend guy. And then, of course, in NBA, last year, did one with the Pelicans. Didn't really go over that well, but it was my fault. It wasn't anything other than my fault, because I started that series on old gen PS4, which was a mistake, because I should have just waited. I should have just waited until NBA 2K21 Next Gen dropped, but I didn't. I started the series on 21 on PS4, and I couldn't transfer it over to next gen, so it was screwed from the start. So that's my bad. But now there is only 2K22 on PS5 for me, so this series has a little bit of a better chance of succeeding from the start. So we are going to be doing the Legends Fantasy Draft series just like we do on MLB The Show, just like we do on Madden, where we take a fantasy draft and we grab a bunch of Legends from Legends teams. We swap them in with the actual current day NBA players, and we mix them all together, and then we draft a fantasy roster, and we go from there. As always, in these Legends rosters, salary cap is off because of the fact that, especially in 2K, but in Madden in the show, usually the Legends players have really big contracts, and if you get deeper and deeper into a series or into a franchise, the contracts just balloon up into crazy numbers that the game just can't comprehend. So you have to turn off salary cap. You can't have salary cap on for a Legends Fantasy Draft series. So we will be doing that. No salary cap is on, but as always, I won't be going crazy. I may sign a couple big-time guys every year, but I won't be spending like $200 million every single offseason, or I won't be spending $1 billion or anything like that. I won't be going like absolutely crazy with salary, but I obviously will sign some guys. So depending on what pick we get. So speaking of that, it's time to actually get into the choosing the team, and I had it down to 4 teams that I wanted to do. Obviously, last year was the Pelicans. That was in the Western Conference. So, like we do with other series, where in Madden I was the Bears first in the NFC, then I was the Bills in the AFC, and now this year I'll be in the NFC again. And in MLB The Show, I was the Yankees last year, or this year. So next year in MLB The Show 22, I will be in the NL. And now in 2K, we are going to be in the Eastern Conference. So, 4 teams I had it knocked down to in the Eastern Conference. I'll let you know those teams. I had the Charlotte Hornets. I had the Indiana Pacers. I had the Brooklyn Nets, and I had the Washington Wizards. And I chose these 4 teams solely based on their arenas and their jerseys. Solely based, because it's a fantasy draft, so you don't need to choose really anything else. And the reasons I had those 4 teams is I really like all of their alternate jerseys. I mean, the Charlotte Hornets have their Bobcat jerseys, which we could throw on and maybe even down the road change them back to the Charlotte Bobcats. That might be pretty cool. The Pacers have the pinstripes from the late 90s, early 2000s that I really like. The Brooklyn Nets have the old New Jersey Nets jerseys. They also have the old New Jersey Nets jerseys from the Dr. J era. So I like those jerseys a lot. So they were in the running. The Washington Wizards have the Gilbert Arenas jerseys, which are like the wizard with the ball. You remember that? The blue and the black and the white wizard with the ball and the gold. And they have the alternate variant that he wears on the cover of one of the games. I forget which game it is. It's probably an NBA Live game, I think. But he's got the gold with the black and the white jersey, that Wizard jersey, which is one of my favorite jerseys of all time. So that's why the Wizards were in the running. And I knocked it down to 2 teams, the Hornets and the Wizards. And I'll let you guys see which team I've chosen for this series. So without further ado, let's get into it. Make sure to smash that like button, hit the notification bell, and the subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club. Let's get
the playoffs. Yeah, that's easy. That's not our way. That's not until we are champions.
Together we'll fly, baby. Let's get it.
Here we are on the screen to pick the teams, and as you can see, I'm hovering over the Charlotte Hornets. The Charlotte Hornets are the team that I've chosen. They have amazing jerseys that they actually wear now with the stripes, but they also have the Charlotte Bobcats jerseys. They also have the 90s Hornets jerseys that people like, what's his face wore? I can't think of their names now. Why can't I think of their names? I don't remember. You know who I'm talking about. I know who I'm talking about. I just can't think of their names right now. We'll probably see them in this draft. So we're gonna be the Charlotte Hornets. The Charlotte Hornets are the team we are gonna be picking. Continue on, and plus it also helps that we don't have any championships, so we can give championships to the Hornets. Now we have a horrible pick here. Horrible pick. Everybody's gonna be going. We have pick. What did we have? We have pick. Choose player. All right, we have pick 8. So LeBron, Jordan, Duncan, Bill Russell, Kobe, Abdul-Jabbar, and Larry Bird are all gone. Now I don't have any duplicates in this draft, so there's only ever going to be one Magic Johnson, only one Steph Curry, only one Steve Nash, only one Derrick Rose. I think that's how I have it. I hope that's how I have it because I don't want to lie to you guys. I'm assuming that's how I have it because there would be two Michael Jordans pretty high up here if there was. So we have pick 8, and what do we want to build our team around? Do we want to be big? Do we want to be a big boy, a big beefy boy, and go with a guy like the Diesel, Shaq? Or do we want to be more spread and go with Steph Curry or a guy like Damian Lillard or something? I don't know. What do we want to do? What are we thinking here? We could go with a guy like James Harden or Dwayne Wade. Obviously, none of these guys will be here in the second round. I think Clay will be here. AI might be here. Doncic might be here. But obviously, we want to focus on guys that are of the legend variety because this is what this series is about. If you want to see actual real-life players on the team, then we can just do a regular series. But we got to focus more on the legend guys. And I'm kind of feeling we do a Shaq as the number 1 pick because of the fact that it's Shaq and I really like Shaq. So, or do we go with a small forward like Dr. J or Scottie Pippen? No, Scottie Pippen's not a number 1 pick. Maybe we go with Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo's probably not a number 1 pick either. Or AI or Vince Carter. Steph Curry. Steph Curry would be a good number 1 pick, but so would Magic Johnson, obviously, and Hakeem. And is that Wilt Chamberlain down there? He would be really good, but he's old. I guess I could change his age. Yao Ming is here as well. There's some interesting choices here, but I kind of want to go with Shaq. He's got 98 close shot. He's got 98 shot IQ, 79 dunk. Well, that's driving dunk. 99 standing dunk. He's got 3 years on a contract. That's another thing. That's what I was saying, how the salary cap needs to be off. It's because, as you see, Hakeem's wage, his current contract, is 1 year, $34 million. So after this first season, he's going to be free agent, and he's going to ask for around that or maybe even more, depending on how he plays. So that's why you need to have salary cap off, because there's going to be just no room to sign anybody. So I think we go with Shaq here. He's got 3 years on a deal, plus he's just Shaquille O'Neal. So Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Giannis. Doncic does go. I didn't think Doncic would go. So let's go down here. We do have to suffer a little bit. So we need a good guard or forward probably at this point, because we have a good center. So we probably need to get a guard like Trae Young, Chauncey Billups, maybe Baron Davis. We need somebody to facilitate the offense. Somebody to facilitate the offense. Stephon Marbury, the Starberry? That could be interesting. I might wait a little bit on that. Or LaMelo Ball. That'd be pretty cool too. So let's go to shooting guard. I might get Stephon Marbury. That's very intriguing to me. Sidney Moncrief is interesting. Joe Dumars is also interesting. What kind of shots do these guys have? I'm looking for a shooting guard. Obviously, I want a shooting guard that has really good 3-point. So where's their 3-point? Shouldn't it be like in the top? Where's their 3-point shot? Pass vision, hands, IQ. Hello? Here we go. Okay, let's just go to this page. So Sidney Moncrief, if we go to him, has a C- 3-point shot. So I don't want that. I don't want a C- 3-point shot. But Joe Dumars has a B+ inside, a mid, and an A 3-pointer, which is very intriguing to me. Joe Dumars is definitely an option for us. Sam Jones also has an A. Rip Hamilton has an A, obviously. Ray Allen is here too, but Ray Allen's a little bit older. I'll probably go through and lower the ages of some of these guys so that not everybody retires right away. So I'll do that off camera though. We also got a guy like Byron Scott, who's here down a little bit later. And then obviously some of the real life people as well. I don't know what I want to do. Devin Booker. We could go with a small forward, I guess. James Worthy, Peja Stojakovic, Caron Butler's here. It's just a matter of what I feel like the team needs. And since we have really nobody other than Shaq, what the team needs is probably a point guard. But like I said, I think I can wait on point guard. Young Russell Westbrook. Young Russell Westbrook is very intriguing. Also, I want to get Kobe Bryant on the team, so I'm going to have to get guys valued pretty highly so that we can get Kobe Bryant on the squad, which also will factor into this. So I kind of want to get Sean Kemp too. I've always liked Sean Kemp. And I've always liked Amari Stoudemire too. There's some interesting power forwards here as well. Let's focus on who's best player available. Kevin McHale, then Jason Tatum, Devin Booker. I just got to think of guys that would have really good value to trade for Kobe Bryant, because we're obviously going to be getting Kobe Bryant. So, and maybe Michael Jordan, and maybe LeBron James. I don't know. We don't want to go too crazy. So best player available is Kevin McHale. We're not going to get Kevin McHale. I don't really want him. I don't like the way he plays. I could go with a guy like Tony Parker and then trade him. Or I could go with a guy like Devin Booker and trade him. He could be part of the Kobe deal, which would be interesting. And like I said, there's still some decent point guards available. So let's take Devin Booker. Let's possibly trade Devin Booker. I haven't decided fully yet. So the point guards are still available. because we only went a little bit. But this has to be a very important pick because the next pick after this is going to be a minute. So we have to get somebody that we really are in love with, which is why I'm thinking one of these two guys, either Sean Kemp or Amari Stoudemire. Think of a front court with Shaq and either one of these guys. I'm leaning more towards Amari. One, because he's a little bit younger. Two, because he is better at the mid-range game, a better rebounder. He's not as physical, doesn't have as good a perimeter defense as Sean Kemp, but he's more expensive. I kind of want Amari Stoudemire. I really do. I really kind of want him. So let's get Amari Stoudemire as our third player. We'll see everybody that we always wanted fall off the board because they are all gone now. All right, so is a guy like Starberry still there? Penny Hardaway's there. We could get Penny. I didn't even see Penny the first time. That's interesting. I really like that one. Plus, Marbury doesn't really have the three-point shot that Hardaway does. I mean, Hardaway doesn't have it either, but he could hit it better than Marbury can. That's interesting. Okay, we'll take a look at Penny in the next cycle because I want to get a forward here. We need a small forward. It's just a matter of who do we get. Do we get a guy like Iceman George Gervin, who is really more of a slashing kind of guy? Or do we go with Iguodala for his defense, Steven Jackson? Whatever we do, it's not going to be as good because these guys are now a little bit lower of overalls. So we could obviously go with a guy like Larry Nance or Michael Porter Jr. or B.I., but I don't really want to do that because those guys are more nowadays. So Tony Kukoc, I don't really like how Tony Kukoc plays though. Shane Battier. Considering the fact that I'm lowering the ages, I kind of want to go with George Gervin. Although Michael Finley can shoot the three much better than Gervin can. I kind of want to go with Michael Finley because of that 3-point factor. But Michael Finley will probably be there more so than anyone else on this list. So the alien Sam Cassell. Point guard, I really want to go with Penny. I want to go with Penny Hardaway. Let's take Penny. I'm assuming that my main man, small forward, he's still here. Yeah, I figured he would be. Michael Finley, let's take him. That's our starting five. Obviously, we will try and trade for Kobe, like I said. So, all right, now we got to focus on backups. So we have Shaq, Devin Booker, Amari Stoudemire, Penny Hardaway, and Michael Finley. Obviously, Shaq is the only one that's safe, probably. I mean, Amari's probably safe too. But we're teaming up Shaq and Penny again. We are teaming up Shaq and Penny once again because it worked so well last time. It worked so well the last time. All right, so we got Lonzo still here. Could be a nice backup point guard for us. Muggsy Bogues, that's who I was thinking. I don't know why I couldn't think of his name. God. Cade is also here. That's interesting. We also got to think about the future. Cade Cunningham could be a very, very interesting pick for us, but he's a little bit farther down the line, so I don't think he'll go. Shooting guard. We definitely need somebody who's a lights-out three-point shooter for sure. Nick Anderson, Scary Terry, Vinny Johnson, John Starks, Hornacek, Steve Smith, Reese Halliburton could be interesting. Jason Richardson, not really much of a lights-out three-point shooter, but a very good dunker. Mike Miller, Malik Beasley. Wait, is what's his face in here? Speaking of Beasley, is Michael Beasley in here? That would be legendary if Michael Beasley was in here. Let's scroll down. He can't be that high of overall. So, oh come on, you gotta put Michael Beasley in here. You put freaking Bonzi Wells in here, but no Michael Beasley? That's just disrespectful. Unless he's just such a low, he could also be such a low overall that I'm just not getting to him yet. That's very, very plausible. He's not going to be in the 60s, I wouldn't think. Oh, Michael Beasley, what did they do to you? Maybe you're a power forward. Are you a power forward? Maybe we wait. I might wait until we get to the actual franchise so I can like search, player search, and see if he's in here. But I don't see him as of scrolling right now. They might have put him as a power forward. He's not on here. But that doesn't mean he's not in the thing. Ooh, Greg Oden. I do like me some Greg Oden. I think I'm gonna take Greg Oden as a backup to Shacky Boy. All right, choose player. Probably got to get a backup point guard at this point. Or maybe I should probably get a shooting guard because we got to get a guy that's going to back up, hopefully, Kobe. So who's that going to be? I need somebody that's a lights out shooter. Lights out. Somebody that I can trust to hit the big time shots at any moment. And maybe we go with a younger guy. I saw a couple younger guys in here. I don't want to get somebody that's super low overall, though, unless we want to try and build for the future. You know what? There's some decent guys here. I think I'm going to take Cade just because I want to have him on the team and make sure that I do. So let's take Cade Cunningham with this pick. I just want to make sure that I don't lose him because who knows when he could get taken. All right, so we have a backup point guard. We have a backup center. We need shooting guard, small forward, and power forward. Shooting guard is gonna have to be. Do we go with a guy like Del Curry? That could be very interesting. Get Del Curry as a backup. Tyler Hero, maybe. You know what? I'm a fan of getting Del Curry on the squad. I wouldn't be mad at that. That intrigues me. John Isaac is here as well as a backup power forward. He could also play. Ooh, but Evan Mobley's here. Okay. All right, I got you. We're going to get some of the younger guys. So we're going to go with Del Curry here to get that lights out three-point shooter. Oh, Evan Mobley got taken. Okay. All right. It's all good. That's all good. Didn't want him anyway. Power forward. Probably going to go with John Isaac at this point just to get that defense. Unless there's somebody here. I thought that was Isaiah Austin. Unless there's somebody here that I really want. Obi Toppin, not really. Backup center. We don't really need another backup center. Was that Jermaine O'Neal? They got Jermaine O'Neal down this low? Hold on. Let me find him again. Where'd he go? Jermaine O'Neal's a 22-year-old, 77 overall. That is intriguing as all get out. Okay, but he's very far down there, so we can get him. I like that a lot. But we need to get Jonathan Isaac because we need to get that defense. So, wait, I just saw Jermaine O'Neal go. Hold on. Wait a minute. I just saw Jermaine O'Neal go. No way. No way did somebody take Jermaine O'Neal, right? Wow. The Miami Heat grabbed Jermaine O'Neal. He was so far down there. That's crazy, actually. I didn't think they would reach. I'm glad I got Cade Cunningham then, because I didn't realize these guys reached so much. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Ooh, we could get Jonathan Kuminga. What do we need? We need a backup small forward, and then we can just go for best players available. All right. So we need to get a backup small forward, which I'm thinking we get somebody younger like a Kuminga, or they have Gerald Wallace as a 20-year-old. Let's see. What am I feeling? Who wants to be the backup small forward? Jayshawn Tate. I do like Jayshawn Tate. Let's take Jayshawn Tate. So we take him. Now we just go for guys that I like or guys that I think could be cool to have on the team. And going down here, they've got DeMarcus Cousins. That's real life DeMarcus Cousins. Is there any other center on here? I still can't believe the Heat went and got him. That's crazy. That's crazy that they went and got Jermaine O'Neal. He was so far down there, though. All right, there's no center that I really want. Let's go back to point guard. It's always good to have extra guards. So let's go back to point guard, see if there's anybody here. Schroeder, Nate McMillan, White Chocolate's interesting to be that passer. Spud Webb is there. Steve Kerr. Cole Anthony. This is intriguing. I kind of like that White Chocolate pick. Getting a guy like Jason Williams to be part of the squad. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get Jason Williams to be a part of the squad, to be a nice passer for us. Draft him. We've got a couple more picks left. Pick 12 now. Who's still available? No, I don't want to get Avery Johnson. I do like Avery Johnson, but I don't really want him on the team. Backup shooting guard. Well, third string shooting guard. We could go with another Curry brother. Or another Curry member of Curry family. Rudy Fernandez. Ooh. I have always liked Rudy Fernandez. He never really got the respect. Josh Giddey. Isaiah Ryder. Bouknight. Shumpert. You gotta love Iman Shumpert. Fred Hoiberg, I saw. Is that? Oh, I was gonna say, is that Jalen Green? That's Javonte Green. Isaiah Joe. No, I'm not gonna go for anybody down here unless he's super young. Back to the top. Duncan Robinson's here. He could be very useful for us. Derek White could also be kind of useful for us. Hershey Hawkins. Quentin Richardson, Tony Allen for the defense. We got John Isaac already. Shake Milton, Josh Richardson. I'm intrigued by that Rudy Fernandez pick. Very intrigued by it. Rudy Fernandez or possibly Duncan Robinson. I mean, we could get both of them. Let's get Duncan first. Oops, I didn't mean to skip that. Choose player. All right, we probably need to get another big guy to either play, well, to play both, like to go between both. And I'm thinking, I don't know who I want that to be. Nazar Muhammad? No, that's a name. Precious is here. He could definitely play both power forward and small forward. Taco Fall. Bol. Ooh, gotta go. I think we gotta go Bol. Oh, but Darko! Darko is here. I don't think Darko will get drafted, so, I mean, we could just pick him up in free agency. But we gotta go with Bol, right? That's the move. Bol. To be that power forward, small forward kind of guy. If we want to play the big time offense, the big man offense. Now we need a guy that can play probably small forward, power forward at this point. Who's that guy gonna be? I don't know. Not really sure. I mean, we could go with a young Gerald Wallace, I guess. Jalen McDaniels. Pokusevsky. I mean, our final pick doesn't really need to matter that much, but I would like to have a guy that I actually do like. Keita Bates-Diop. I mean, we already got Jayshawn Tate. It wouldn't be that much of a stretch to get Keita. Let's go back up to the top here. Let's go back up to the top. Brent Berry, no, probably not. Desmond Bane is a shooting guard as a secondary, so probably not there. Oh, James Posey would be interesting. Hito Turkoglu. Old Glenn Robinson. I should say original Glenn Robinson. Matt Barnes, Matisse Thybulle. What am I thinking? I don't really know what I'm thinking here at this point. We've got decent Landry Fields. Anybody remember Landry Fields? Oh man, that's a name from the past. I think we go with, I'm kind of feeling Posey? Maybe Turkoglu? No. I'm kind of feeling James Posey, actually. I don't know why I'm feeling James Posey, but I'm feeling James Posey. So let's exit the draft. The draft is done now. Official draft done. load the draft class. I don't even, is there a draft class here? Somebody's already got draft classes? Wow. NBA 2K22 draft class. This one says realistic though. Let's take this one. Let me check it out first. Chet Holmgren. All right, so they got Holmgren, Jaden Hardy, Patrick Baldwin Jr., Jalen Duren. What is the other one? If this one's like super realistic, what's the other one? Let's load it real quick. Do our due diligence. That one did have more downloads, so let's take a look at this one. Oops, didn't mean to do that. All right, so this one had more downloads. This one has this guy as #1 pick. Interesting. I kind of want the other guys. So let's load the draft class because I want Chet as the #1 pick. I feel like that's going to be most realistic. And it says, I mean, realistic on it. So obviously it's going to be realistic. So we're going to have, oh, now it has AJ Griffin as the #1 pick. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it has as long as it has the guys in it. So that's good. They're in here. Let's take a look at our roster real quick. Take a look at the squad. Oh, it's the first time I've played. I forgot about that. All right, so the Charlotte Hornets are here. Shaq, D-Book, who we're going to try and trade for Kobe. Amari Stoudemire, Penny Hardaway, Greg Oden, Michael Finley, Cade Cunningham, Del Curry, John Isaac, Jason Williams, Duncan Robinson, Jayshawn Tate, James Posey, Bull. That's the roster that I drafted. Now, obviously, the ages will probably be a little bit lower. Michael Finley, next time you see him, he will not be 30 years old. Jason Williams will not be 30 years old. I probably won't adjust their overalls. Maybe I do a little bit just to like balance it out. But Shaq probably won't be 29. So I'll lower everybody, and I won't just lower my team. I'll lower everybody in the league. So Jimmy Butler won't be 32. Hakeem won't be 31. Lillard won't be 31. So you get the idea. So there's some pretty good teams out here. Well, Bosch, Oscar, and Dr. J. Okay. Kobe's on the Bucks with Tony Parker and Blake Griffin. So, oh, I want to quickly check and see if Player Finder, last name Beasley. Is Michael Beasley in this roster? Malik Beasley's the only Beasley. Okay, so Michael Beasley did not make it. So maybe I put Michael Beasley inside a draft class. That's another thing. If there's anybody that I missed that you guys didn't see get drafted that I need to put in the draft class, I can definitely do that. So before I forget, I'm sure there's somebody that's made a Michael Beasley already. I would hope so. So let's go down here to the whatchamacallits. The last guy on the board. We'll edit prospect. We will go to import player DNA, load player. Is there there's a LiAngelo Ball on here. Oh, I don't think there's a Charles Barkley or a Reggie Miller. Interesting. I forgot about that. Or Brandon Roy. Okay, so there's some guys on here that did I see Brandon Roy? I don't remember if Brandon Roy was on here. So let's search Beasley and see if Michael Beasley comes up. Beasley. I mean, the game's been out for a while now. Not a while, but a couple days. So nobody's made a Michael Beasley yet. All right. Interesting. What's this LiAngelo Ball look like? Oh, that LiAngelo Ball doesn't look bad. We'll use that LiAngelo Ball for right now. Keep changes. No. So LiAngelo Ball's in here. I know that... Oops, I don't want to do that. I know that... What's his face? Charles Barkley's not in here, obviously, and Reggie's not in here. So we'll get both of those guys in the draft class. That's my mistake. I should have put them in before. Okay, so here's Reggie. That Reggie doesn't look that good. There's got to be another Reggie, right? I hope so. Let me search by Miller. See what comes up. Nothing? Oh, because I'm searching by online ID. Oh, that might be why Beasley didn't show up. Maybe I picked the wrong thing. I'll check it again. Okay, so there's a couple Reggie Millers. His is the most downloaded one. What's this one look like? That one looks more like Reggie, though. It's tricky. I don't know. This guy doesn't really look that much like Reggie. We'll keep it, I guess. We'll keep it. We can always change it if somebody makes a Reggie by the time the draft class comes up. Or, obviously, I can change at any point. Okay, so we'll change this guy to Charles Barkley. We'll see how his Charles Barkley looks. Barkley, imports. That Barkley looks actually really good. Okay, so he did a good job there. So Charles Barkley, I mean, the face doesn't look as good, but I mean, we'll keep it. We'll keep it. So let's go to, who's next? Is there anybody else that I need to add in here? I'm gonna just go scroll down through some of the. Brandon Roy, I need to check and see if Brandon Roy is even in here. Jalen Rose. Jalen Rose? I don't remember Jalen Rose being on one of the things, right? Man, people have made some already interesting ones. Rasheed Wallace, I know wasn't on there. I know that for a fact. I do want to check and see if somebody made a Len Bias. Let me check and see if somebody made a Len Bias. RIP to him. Nobody's made him yet, so they could make him, obviously. And I want to check lastly on Beasley again because I don't know if I was on online ID or not. All right, so nobody's made him. So we'll keep these guys for now. We'll have LiAngelo, Reggie, and Charles Barkley. They should go to the top now. There they are. All right, so we'll keep these guys for right now. Obviously, I could change them at any point to make them look more like it. So last bit of business before we end the video is to try and trade for Monsieur Kobe Bryant. Give me, oh, come on. I don't have, oh, there might not be any, there might be untouchables in here. Let me see if anybody, does anybody have untouchables? How do I check that? Trades, proposed trades. Oh, forget it, whatever. I understand. I understand how to trade. All right, let's go to the Bucks and see what they say about this trade. Devin Booker for Kobe Bryant. A valuable asset. I understand. He's a very valuable asset. We'll give this Hornets pick unprotected first-round pick for Kobe Bean Bryant. You want to give this to me. I know you do. We don't need first-round picks. We'll give you a bunch of seconds. I'll give you a bunch of seconds for Mr. Kobe Bryant. Come on. You know you want to. Okay, so they don't want to do that. So it's probably going to take another player. And it's probably going to take a guy like... Who's got good value? I don't even know who's got decent value. Just Amari Stoudemire? Amari Stoudemire's got good value, but I don't want to get rid of Amari Stoudemire. Just for Kobe. What's Kobe's contract, by the way? I don't even remember what his contract is. He's got... He's got 3 years on his deal, so we have to wait 3 years to get Kobe. I don't want to wait 3 years to get Kobe. So we go and we trade Michael Finley. Wait, what did that say? I don't remember what that said. Whatever. It doesn't matter. And now we trade Del Curry. And you give me back your worst player, which is Obi Toppin. You're asking me to give away a valuable asset. I'm not asking you to give away a valuable asset. I'm asking you to give away Kobe Bryant. Come on. I'll give you literally everything that I have. Give me back your next worst player, which is Gary Trent. I'll get Kobe. I'll find a way to get Kobe. Don't you worry. I will get Kobe Bean Bryant. Don't you worry. I'm gonna also make sure that there's no untouchables, because that's no fun. So that's the first episode of the Legends Face the Draft series. If you want to take a look at the game plan, whatever. So here's the starting lineup: Penny Hardaway, Devin Booker, Michael Finley, Amari Stoudemire, Shaquille O'Neal. Probably gonna have Cade as the 6th man. Then we got Greg, Isaac. Isaac could be also a good 6th man. Del Curry and Jason Williams. Probably gonna have, that's a lot of forwards, so we'll put Bol Bol on and have Posey as a reserve. We're probably gonna run a 10-man, right? Maybe we're point guard, shooting guard, power forward, center. Jason Williams would be the other point guard, so we'd have to have another small forward, which could be Duncan. He could also play shooting guard too. All right, we'll have it like that. We'll run a 10-man, maybe we'll knock it down to a 9-man. But this is what the roster's looking like. Obviously, I'm going to try and get Kobe. So thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. I'm super excited to get back into the NBA 2K Legends Face Draft series. And now we have started officially. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash that like button, hit the notification bell, and the subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.